Alright, we're finally looking at our amazing patch. Uploaded late yesterday. Max went through it all. Orangemushroom.net. Huge shout out. He the homie. You probably saw a lot of information already floating around. I think there was a Corpus video as well recently. I think you still want to wait until someone that I know is a reliable source of all the information, who makes good stuff, goes through everything, because of course it's all in Korean and I can read a little bit and write a little bit Korean, but that does not mean that I have any idea what's going on when people are just speaking it. So we've probably already seen bits and pieces here. We'll go over the whole thing right here, right now. And this is the 2 hour and 20 video. If you want to see it all firsthand in Korean, good job with, good luck with that. Well, we've got some, starting up with some big cover art for the Lucid Dream Festa and the Dreamer update. Yeah, but yeah, they got some cool outfits going on. Lucid showed up in a big way. Got herself a new dress, still the same color scheme going on, the blue and the purple, you know. We know we dig that. We're repping the baby blue ourselves right now. Those look pretty good. Hopefully you kept those masks. I didn't. I threw those away on all my characters. That's the easiest equipment inventory space maker. A couple days ago was a Lucid Dream Festa. Yeah, it was the last Thursday. An event held at Lotte World in Seoul to announce the winter update titled Dreamer. It included the various events for the winter, the new Legion artifact system, which we probably heard something about, and we'll get into that. New mastery cores and a common core. These are all things that I had on my list, by the way, so I said afterwards, like, I should have made a bingo card, because I would have hit, like, 3-way bingo or something. These are all things that were on my list. A new epic dungeon system, which I don't think too much is known for yet, because, you know, we need to get some stuff from the test server first, which is not going to be for another 2 weeks, sadly. Various quality of life improvements shortly after test server opened, with some of the content mentioned in the showcase. So, the fest itself is both the name of the showcase and the overall event in-game. Lucid previously has been themed around nightmares, but in this update she now has happy dreams. Oh, a lot of the characters you met in Leckerline also have a different look, like the cleaner, now who is now a flashy masked gentleman, and the ragdoll, who is much happier than before. But looks can be deceiving, I don't know. Midnight Parties is the main event for the winter update, similar to Antisk Island event. Similar in like how it works, right? We've been having events like that for a long, long time. Yep, this team is still just losing. Okay, nice. The daily party rewards can be claimed just by logging in, so that's very nice. That's recognizable probably to most of you. The weekly party rewards, including XP vouchers, can be claimed by defeating monsters 3 days per week, same as now. Previous summer and the winter events lasted 8 weeks, but this one will last 13 weeks. Yowza. Midnight Party lasts 12 weeks. Since 2023 was the 20th anniversary, they really wanted to make this the year of MapleStory, so they prepared a fitting end with even better rewards. Holy shit. The final daily party reward is Transcendent Growth Potion, which gives 1 level up when used, up to level 269. Standard. The final weekly party reward is a Dream, Lucidroid, and a Fairy Heart. So, I mean, get to planning, I guess. Make sure you get a character to 269 by summer. A Dream, Lucidroid, and Fairy Heart. Just for a reward, okay. Coin shops. The Dream Fragment shop is the normal coin shop. The Night Fragment shop is the weekly boss coin shop. There's a Mezzo shop, and the Dance Fragment shop is a shop where you can spend coins you get from minigames in the Monster Arcade to buy special outfits, including some from overseas and from Maple M that players requested. Oh. You can exchange Dream Fragments for Dance Fragments for players who want more cosmetic items rather than the regular coin shop items. Okay, it's good. I think it's good that they have that flexibility there. The Dream Messenger skill includes the temporary stats as usual, but it also has new additional types of stat you can level up. Increased Soul Urda drops from bosses. Experience from bounty hunting, runes, monster park, extra symbols, or experience from daily quests. So not in a kind of a Night Troop kind of way, but in a event skill kind of way. Like now we have the Identist gift. Interesting. I guess you just skipped on a 250 to 259 potion. Yeah, I don't know where that one's gonna go. Experience events. They brought back all of the experience-related events that players enjoyed from the summer update. Leckerline Winter Feast skill for experience while hunting. Midnight Dreamcatcher for hunting special mobs like Food Storage, Galina's Tomato Festival, which is Experience Punch King, and Dreamer 0 to 100. Alright, 0 to 100 seems like it might be a staple event then, that might be coming back regularly. Well, that'll always be huge for new players to build out their legion. Goldrich's Treasure Hunt. The Goldrich, that's Richie, Golden Richie or something, right? Treasure Hunt event expanded tradable event items they have been giving recently. Over the event, different items will drop from monsters, the first month being VIP boosters. I love those VIP boosters. That's pretty good. I think that's a better system than having to go to a map at a certain time to get a boost and then to possibly lose your map or have to do all of your bossing, you know, centered around that amount of time kind of stuff. Kind of type of deal thing. Hyperburning and Terra Blink. The Hyperburning event has been improved with better rewards and gives access to a new area called Terra Blink that is a special map you can use to level up from 10 to 200 within 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, you actually just blink and you're 200. That's sounds about right. This will also have special tutorials for new players for job advancements, spell traces, Star Force hunting grounds, and Toad's hammer system. That's just transfer hammer system. And hyper skills and stats. Okay, that's alright. This is something I've been asking for like 3 years, so that should be cool if they can do that. Because right now there's a lot of information that people kind of like feel like they don't get. Mostly because the information is too slow or outdated, or it's just muffled away in some kind of light bulb, right? And then it's very easy to just hold down NPC chat and skip it all, or just not see it. And of course, you know, a lot of people complaining that they don't get the information, or people who skip everything. But if people skip everything, there's got to be a reason for that you want to try to resolve, right? Burning World also has an update, step up UI and rewards. You can also world leap early, starting from the 9th week of the event, instead of having to wait until the end of the update. Oh, you can start early jumping? Okay. Sunday Maple Shining Star Force will take place on January 7th, and Miracle Time will take place on January 14th. Okay. Union Artifacts. So Legion Artifacts. This is a new growth system that is replacing Monster Life. And as you guys know, that it is also going to be available in Reboot, which is probably why you guys have heard Reboot nerfs everywhere. That needs to be in connection to this. You can grow your crystals to get time-limited stats to all characters in the same world. You must complete artifact missions to get artifact experience to increase your levels. They include things you would naturally do while playing the game, such as doing your dailies, defeating bosses, and completing certain quests. I completely zoned out while reading that. Let me read that again. You must complete artifact missions to get artifact experience to increase your levels. Gotcha. When you complete normal and boss missions, you will also get artifact points that you can use to acquire desired stats. You can equip between 3 and 9 crystals. You can use your artifact points to increase your crystals' levels and assign the stats you want. Based on the levels, the stats will be increased. You can also extend the duration of these stats using artifact points. So possibly another like preset switch thing for the checklist. Another daily for the list. More stuff to do. Fun times. You can get the following stats from Legion Artifact, including all the ones players used in Monster Life. Main stat, weapon magic attack, HP, MP, damage, critical rate, critical damage, boss damage, defense ignore, status resistance, item drop rate, mezzo acquisition, additional experience acquisition, buff duration, cooldown skip, summon duration, and final attack skills damage. You can naturally acquire artifacts through content you're already participating in. Their main goal is to avoid having an RNG experience like Monster Life or requiring additional work outside of normal gameplay. You'll also acquire artifact experience and levels based on your previous Monster Life level, which we of course don't have. You won't be at exactly the same level as before, but a lot of players should be able to enjoy the effects they had in Monster Life very quickly. In addition, they designed a system so that if you continue to grow, I'm growing, it will be better than what you had in Monster Life. Unlike Monster Life, the system is available in Reboot World. Together with this, Reboot World's final damage will be adjusted. Keyword. New Mastery Cores. Unlike the first set of Mastery Cores, which was generally focused on bossing. Oh, I didn't upload my reaction to those yet. This set didn't have a unified purpose. Instead, they looked at each job and made a core that supplemented what they needed at this point in time. For example, classes with weaker mobbing were given stronger mobbing skills like Ice Lightning, Frozen Orb will be more useful when grinding, And Demon Slayer, changing Demon Explosion to be a single hit skill, a new gimmick that fires demonic orbs. Classes that needed a bit of a boost in bossing were given a skill like Aaron, changing the way Hunter's targeting works, and Wild Hunter updating all of the Jaguar skills. This is their goal going forward. Rather than just enhancing the performance of existing skills, they want to upgrade them and give a more complete combat experience to all classes. Yes, I agree completely with all of that. This is something they're doing in this set as well. For classes like Luminous and Soul Master, they are getting, that's a Dawn Warrior, they're getting new special passives. A passive for Dawn Warrior? Wow, what a novel concept. They want every mastery core to be worth it to level up, so they will add other effects as needed. Here are all the names, so it's Rising Rage, Paladin, Divine Charge, Divine Stigma, Falling Justice, Dark Knight, Dark Impale, Dark Synthesis. Didn't look super impressive. Fire Poison, Flame Haze, Mist Eruption, Fire Poison, Frozen Orb / Blizzard, Bishop, Big Bang, Triumph Feather looks massive for them. Uncountable Arrow Platter for Bowmaster looks really big. Piercing looked pretty interesting for Marksman for the mobbing, especially when you're like off split shot, right? Pathfinder Cardinal Discharge, I love that word, and additional Deluge, Cardinal Deluge, and additional Deluge. Okay, Night Lord, Assassin's Mark, Shadower, Meso Explosion, Dual Blade Asura, Buccaneer, Sea Serpent, Battleship Nautilus. Maybe we can finally put that on a key now, but I don't know about that. Corsair, Battleship Bomber, Cannoneer. Maybe we can maybe we can intro the video again here real quick. I was gonna have that as a separate clip, but let's see. It was a pretty short video. I don't know if I can find the same video that I watched. It was a pretty short video. I think it was like a Japanese video. Oof. Steve Resident's channel? No, I don't think it was Steve's video. At GMS Dreamer. Oh, that's a person's channel as well. Nice. Okay, well, maybe find another time. I'll upload it as a separate video. Stay tuned for that. Or it might be uploaded before this. Who knows? So they have all here. You have all the skills that are being enhanced. Exceed, Execution for DA. Didn't look very promising. Which ones looked? Oh yeah, the Mechanic Missile looked really cool. The Demon Explosion for Demon Slayer might be massive, which, you know, or you guys might know Demon Slayer is actually underperforming or not seen as good in KMS. So they would fall in the category of characters who need some extra help. So that for GMS, that always means a bunch of benefit. What you might have seen is the new Common Core skill, Soul Janus Twilight. Mark type passive skill or Soul Janus Dawn, install type active skill. The new Common Core gives up to 50% additional EXP, which only when it's completely maxed, which will cost a lot, but still, that's pretty massive, right? And the goal for this Common Core was to be a meaningful skill in hunting. It looks meaningful for sure. And character progression. Janus is a god with two faces, so you can choose between the two different forms of the skill. You can choose whichever will let you hunt more comfortably and easily. The passive buff was added to players that didn't necessarily need the added mobbing benefit as well. I don't know if this is a trailer about the Janus skill. It might be. Let's see. Taeyang. Booty. Whoa. Yo. This looks cool as frick. What is this? Unobtainium floating in the sky. Are we finally becoming an MMO in 2024? Oh, I finally gonna have dungeons? It's happening? Oh my god, some hype. Epic Dungeon High Mount is a new content for players that have completed the 6th job advancement and will expand on the overall story and give new types of combat experiences. You can acquire large amounts of Soul Urda and experience every week. Guess what, Soul Urda? We need the fragments. In Reboot, you can also get Soul Urda fragments. Oh, okay, thank you. The first epic dungeon takes place in the area of High Mountain, home of the first. Oh, there's gonna be multiple. Home of the celestial race, right after Cernium. Saren returns to High Mountain to try and repair the destroyed holy sword Azor, where she meets the ancient god Mitra. See, I knew it had something to do. I thought it was Maha Mitra, as well as other ancient demons. You can choose to do it one at a time or all at once, but it takes a bit of time to do it all at once, unlike other existing weekly content. Gotcha, okay. You also want to add dungeon only skills that let you defeat more than 15 monsters at the same time, so that you can have a fast-paced, probably, dungeon crawling experience that previously was not possible in MapleStory. Interesting. I think this is just the... What is this highlight? You can open multiple nodes at the same time. Bro, I was talking about this when we were... It's like, it's a logical follow-up. You're giving people stacks of 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, 1,500 nodes, and then you're making us open all of them at once. It was ridiculous, right? I was saying it the whole time while I was on my Hyperburn. Like, we need some kind of feature to open like 100 nodes at once or something. And boom, there it is. You can upgrade all of your equipped cores at the same time. Something with the monkey. Chunks of Extra mentioned it's really late to be doing this since 6th job is already out, but it's still something that should be added, and so they've worked on it, and it can still be useful as many players are still working on their 5th job nodes, either on their main or on their side characters. Monster Park Extreme has been added to the party recruitment window. Oh, that's okay. And then this is... oh yeah, combat power information has been added to the party recruitment system. So all the combat power stuff is still, you know, that's now... that's been in Korea for a bit now, but that's still not in GMS, so that's all a little bit more concept to think about. Boss entry limits have been removed. The entry interface has been improved. Instead of simple text box for all bosses, they added a pretty and functional UI together with the practice mode update. Boss entry limits have been removed, bro. I will say, it took us a while to go to like adding practice modes and to like adding more boss entries and then finally getting rid of the stupid 30-minute wait times to enter and stuff. We went from that to boss entry limits just removed real quickly. I can live with this, very much so. You can now pick and choose various buffs and skills to use when entering practice mode bosses. You can choose to receive guild skills, Heaven's Door, Echo, various buff potions, and items when you enter practice mode. Can you also enter practice mode 2 and 3 from bosses or 4 without having to do that? That's probably for later. Don't worry, guys. It's coming. 2025, okay? Pray. Black Heaven and Heroes of MapleStory reorganization. You can now enter Lotus and Damien without having to complete them. For Black Heaven, the story has not been changed, but the overall playtime and cutscenes have been shortened to make it faster. The Heroes of Maple, they have drastically updated the story. Important points like things related to Abraxas, the Transcendent Stone, the relationship between Mystery and Friend's World. Okay. Arcane River Hunting Grounds terrain improvements. Well, let's not get ahead of the video too much. Yeah, so that's it. You can put in the stats and the combat power. This is all the bosses smushed together. Oh, and these are the buffs that you can select when you're gonna go in, so you can see how strong you would be. You see if you need to get, you know, that into that Saga guild, if you want to get that that rank 1 score if you're okay with just using a few of these smaller ones. I wonder if they're going to add GMS exclusive stuff in here as buffs. Oh, this will also help people understand a little bit more about like which potions you want to use when you're bossing and how they stack with each other. But it'd be cool if GMS potions were like specifically put in there as well. That's going to be quite a bit of extra work, I think, for GMS to make sure that it's completely up to date. It should only be buffs people actually have. Probably, yeah. It would be cool though. It would be cool if you could just tap an extra one in, and because it's only practice mode anyway, right? And you could see how good it would be to have more IED. Because if you're like, should I go for extra IED, and then you use the IED one, and you're like, oh damn, this is so much more damage. That'd be kind of cool. And that's the Heroes of Maple stuff. That's the Arcane River map overhaul. Notes, are we finally getting rid of the Rune of Might? Grandest Hunting Grounds, Elite Monsters, Elite Champions, and runes will now be instanced. Oh, instant runes and elites. Grandest Hunting Grounds elite bosses will return. Experience acquired from defeating elite bosses has been increased. Dude, we need EXP from actual bosses. Actual bosses need to get EXP, you know? Rune of Regeneration and Rune of Treasure is removed. Okay, those were pretty useless. The remaining runes have been improved to be better when hunting. The Rune of Giants has been changed so that you can transform by pressing the NPC chat key one more time instead of transforming instantly. Okay, I am good with that. Wait, but why is the Rune of Lightning... Well, they call it the Rune of Thunder, but the actual Rune of Lightning, why is that one shown here? Oh, because these are the ones that are unchanged? The elites are coming back. The new elite bosses, by the way, they're all, like, cool designs. Oh, here's the Rune of Might. Rune of Might! Oh, okay, auction house stuff. Maple auction cash category can now be filtered by gender. You can now... they're never going to be able to remove that from the game. It's just too deeply caked into it. It'll destroy everything. You can now use more of the Maple Auctions features with just one click. You can now buy items under a certain price in bulk. And these are the things I've been asking for 4 years. One of these days, we're going to go to my list of like suggestions that I wrote like 5 years ago and 6 years ago. And check what they've already... what has actually made the game. Presets, guys! Here they are! I foretold them, I Nostradamus them 2 years ago. I said, don't spell all of your honor EXP. Also, is that over 10 million honor EXP? Can I get retroactively all the honor EXP I've lost in the past 4 years of being capped on my arc, please? That would be cool. So yeah, now you can make a mobbing, a bossing, maybe like a special side inner ability, whatever you need. They also removed... Yeah, we just read that. But there's more. There's not just presets for the inner ability. There's also presets for... equips! Oh my god, the future is now! Or in 6 months. The future's in the future. About 6 months from now. No more ring swapping? No, still ring swapping. Just no more... yeah, you're probably still gonna have the ring swap. Because I don't know if you're gonna be able to hotkey that. Now you swap the whole thing. Yeah, it's mainly for drop rate and meso gear, of course. But if you're gonna be mobbing, you just like click one button, boom. Still took them too long. Yeah, I know. It was logical after the cache presets. Honestly, I think they were working on it at the same time as the cache presets. But the cache presets probably just had priority because that would make them more money and the other thing wouldn't. But I think it was also just harder to do than the cache preset. Because the cache preset is really just like a layer of shit that's covering... Well, not actual shit, but like a layer of stuff that's just covering your character. But then what the character is actually wearing... There's a bunch of weird interactions. And yeah, switching presets when there's like the same item in there, I don't know. I foresee maybe some problems with like non KMS items in there, but we'll see if that goes off without a hitch. That'll be interesting to see. Rune, yes, and then Legion presets improved, now permanently available. Thank you. Also, can we go above 5? Because you want a attack user you want a attack user mobbing. We want an attack user bossing. We want an attack user buff duration setup, and we want the same thing for magic user. So we need 6 presets. If you want to, like, if you play a bunch of games, a bunch of characters, you want to play them optimally, you need 6 presets. I don't know where the number 5 comes from. Like, why would you ever need 5? Character presets, equipment, hyperstats, ability, legion, and link skill presets changed all at once. Oh, that's even better. Thank you. Now my exclamation mark checklist is going to be very short. It's just going to be step 1, set up all your presets. Step 2, click the correct preset. Done. Yeah, full loadout. Yeah. Now you just have one thing to. It's going to take quite a while. Yeah, preset to the presets. Now it's going to take quite a while to set everything up the first time, but once it's set up, yeah, it's just going to be like, oh, I'm going to be mobbing. Click. Whew, done. It's going to be like the quick change things, you know, that you saw on all the Got Talent shows. It was like, whoop, and you're just in the other dress now, and you're good. Outfit preset improvements, appearance and stat equip slots separated. Emoticon usability improvements, including being able to link emoticons and an emoticon quick slot. New name auction, again, returning this winter. I still don't know how they're going to do that in GMS. Open API, there it is. Character information and Starforce enhancements. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, hopefully we can see a bunch of cool stuff coming out of Korea in terms of stuff they could do with API that will make just cool stuff, you know. I hope that oh, actually, well, I guess we can kiss any kind of integration with Twitch goodbye of some kind of armory that people make, right? Where you can just hover over an icon on the stream and then you can just see all the equips of the person, of the character that they're on. Because South Koreans are getting banned off Twitch. And they're not supporting that region anymore. So nobody's probably going to be developing that. Yikes. So we're going to have to wait until Western people make that. I just realized that. Okay. Adventure Illustration Collection Package. Cash packages for outfits and hairs matching the update adventure illustrations. Why is South Korean people getting banned off Twitch? Twitch is just not going to service South Korea at all anymore. Because from what I understand, the South Korean government has extremely high penalties and costs for non-South Korean companies to use the South Korean network, and those costs and those taxes are just so high that they can't be profitable there, and they haven't been profitable there for a long time, and they've been squeezing out as much as they can to try to turn a profit in South Korea and to not go like completely belly up there, and it's just not possible, so they have to withdraw from that region. That's how I understand it. Might be missing some details here and there, but that's how I heard it. The detail is that it's a tariff. Well, yeah, okay. Luna Petite Luna Dream Pet appearance change ticket. This item lets you change the appearance of your Luna Petite or Luna Dream Pet to look like a different pet. Winter schedule. December 15th, that was Winter Test World. Okay, so that was 2 days ago. That's been live. And then December 21st, 6 job, Common Core, and Legion Artifact in the official server. Oh, right. So that's going to be next week already. Nice, nice. Or this coming week, I see. So. And December 22nd, Open API. And on the 28th, so an extra week, then we'll have the Mastery Cores in the test world. And then the official server for the new Mastery Cores will be on January 18th. Okay, so that's still a month out. All right. Then a new name auction week after that, and then another 3 weeks after that. The Epic Dungeon High Mountain is not going to be in the live server until the February 22nd. But it's got to hit the test server here somewhere. I guess that's not planned exactly when. Probably a week or two before that, I'm guessing. A lot of stuff happening on February 22nd. That date's it's come up like 3 or 4 times now already. Okay. Epic Dungeon High Mountain. Okay. I'm quite excited for that. If they can make a dungeon work in this game, it could be like quote-unquote PQs coming back. It could be like actual like progress, reboot, getting extra fragments. You know, that could be like the piece of content that a lot of people are waiting for to do together with homies, you know. Kind of like Monster Park Extreme, but like a little bit more extreme. But I think there might also be a bunch of solo stuff in there. So I'm not sure. We'll see. What is that? Oh, we're just going through all of this. Okay. Now, all the detail stuff. One thing I do want to mention. Scarshill. We currently have a little promotion on the channel for Call of Dragons. You can see it up here. I'm looking for adventurers, okay? Who will sign up using the link in the chat, !COD, and who will help support my stream. All you gotta do is play a video game, and that will support my stream. That's all I'm asking. End of the year, if you enjoy my content, I enjoy your presence. Financially, it's not been a great year. I'll say that. If for the end of the year or for Christmas, you don't have to send me any money. Keep your own money. Use it for yourself if you have a little bit of time. It takes about half an hour of playtime if you spend your gems wisely. I will appreciate it if you could find some time to help support me. If you don't, that's totally fine as well. I appreciate all of your patronage and all of your effort anyway. But for those who want to go a little bit the extra mile, this is the way that you can do it, and thank you very much. With that being said, 6th job. Common Core. We got a lot of stuff here. Let's blow through this. So this is the Janus skill. If you see anyone, if you hear anyone saying Janus, they want to say Hugh Janus. Janus, first name Hugh. I don't know if you guys saw the video. Where's the video of the person using the skill in in the library? Does anyone have that does anyone have that clip? Because there's like this thing that does a little bit of passive. So there's 2 forms, these which are massive. Solar fragments, 7 Soul Urda and 125 fragments for the level 1. Yeah, that is steep. 300 to get to level 10, 525. A total of 208 Soul Urda and 6,268 fragments to get to level 30. Wowie. Here's a chart for the cost to unlock. It's the most resource-intensive hexa-core, requiring a total of 208 and 268 Soul Urda fragments, compared to 145, 4,400 for skill cores, and 81, 2252 for a mastery core. It's 3 mastery cores worth almost, and 122, 338, for enhancement cores. But it is massive. Where's the Can I find this quickly? Maybe I should have done this before. Soul Janus mobbing. I thought it was on Reddit. It's just all gonna be Smite Janus videos, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, now I should have prepared these clips to show, because I'm never gonna be able to find this. If anyone has it, that'd be cool. Yes! This is it. Wait. This is not exactly the one I was looking for, but... Did they use the level 1? Yeah, but if you get that maxed, there's 3 of those, and they can basically just cover. Like they'll last for at max level. They last for 2 minutes. Like uptime is 2 minutes, and the reset time is. Oh, that's the extra addition skill, yeah. This if you have the passive mode, and then if you go the other mode. But you can basically put 3 of those big ass circles down that can hit like the bottom platform, and you can put like another one here and another one on the left, and it can last up to 2 minutes. But it has a 1 minute reset time. So you could just keep the entire map just perma-cleared and not do anything. Of course, that's going to take an insane amount of fragments and building up to get to that point. But yeah, this is... Yeah, constantly just show up Steve's videos. But it goes up to some crazy stuff. But yeah, again, like, that's an insane amount of Urda to build up to that point. So it's not just like, oh, new skill, boom, no one needs the mob anymore. Yeah, and then plus 50% bonus EXP at level 30. At level 1, it is 1%. So yeah, it very slowly builds up. Sounds kind of boring. Yeah, but I think that's going to be so far into endgame until people get that it's not going to be realistically a thing that is going to be like, oh, the skill comes out, now everyone has the same mobbing and nobody does anything anymore. But it does feel a little bit like... I wonder if it's going to stay that way, because it will eventually get to that point, yeah. So, but I do agree, yeah, that would be really boring. So 2 modes, one is like an additional attack, one is like a giant passive orb that you put in the map that just destroys. So at level 30, summon a cycle for 120 seconds. So it's still 60 seconds at level 1 with a 60-second cooldown, so it's already 100% uptime. But you can summon up to 1 at level 1, and at level 30 you can summon up to 3. Deal 630% damage 6 times up to 10 enemies, and then cooldown of 60 seconds. Yeah, but it's the skill itself, so that's the form of it, but the skill itself is the one that gives like the passive effect. And the other one, the other version of it, if the primal crystals hit an enemy, using damage reflect, you will not take any damage. At level 1, it's when you use a skill, so it will be released automatically and create 9 primal crystals. Activation cooldown 3 seconds, 510% damage 6 times, and then at level 30, create 11 primal crystals, 945 damage 6 times. There was something about only using it on mobbing maps or something I heard, but I don't know. In boss battle maps, you cannot use any form of Soul Janus. Okay, so it's strictly a mobbing skill. So it's not meant to increase your bossing damage at all. Yeah. Soul Janus Twilight. Yeah, that's what it's called. And then the cost, we already went over that. It's insane. Then Legion Artifact. So that's the big thing that people probably going to be looking for. Is this a different tab of your Legion? Yeah, so it looks like it. It's not completely in the frame here. Maybe if I open it in a new tab, it'll be full. Yeah, there you go. So it seems like it's just going to be in the Legion itself, but it's going to be a different tab here. So your actual Gongyokde Artifact. Yeah, okay, that's artifact. So it's just going to be a different tab here, and then, oh, we got some cute. We got a mushroom, a slime, and a horny mushroom. And a new building system. Legion Artifact is a character unified growth system for each world. You can start Legion Artifact by accepting the Maple Legion Mysterious Powers Artifact. Oh boy. Look at all this new stuff. Uh-oh. You can acquire artifact EXP and artifact points by completing artifact missions. Artifact missions are separated into normal missions, boss missions, and special missions. Normal missions consist of defeating monsters within your level range and logging in weekly. This progress is reset every Thursday at 12 AM. Okay, because it's connected to weeklies and potentially bosses. So it's going to keep the Wednesday to Thursday reset. Okay. Defeat 2, 5, 10,000, 20,000 monsters within your level range. Of course, if you're doing dailies regularly, even on just one character, that shouldn't be too hard. But it will require a little bit of effort. Log in 1 time during the week, 2, 3, 4. See, it caps out at logging in 4 times during the week, right? So even if you're playing every single day, you're not gonna have that extra pressure on you that you need to like play way more than you already are. So that's really the key of the content of what they were going for with this. Boss missions consist of defeating bosses. Only the top 3 reward rank missions within the world are applied. This progress is reset every Thursday. Okay, so that's of course to make it so that people who can kill all the bosses don't get 16,000 times the progress that you do as a lower level player. So if you defeat Easy Cygnus, Hard Hilla, and Chaos Ping Bean, you still get 300 EXP from this per week. So even if you have barely anything on your account, but probably within that 1 week you can already build up to normal Cygnus, maybe even get Chaos Succum as well. So we've got like the regular point system here. Magnus, CPAP, normal Lotus and Damien, normal Slime, Easy Lucid, Easy Will, normal Lucid, normal Will, normal Gloom, normal Darknell, Hard Lotus, Hard Damien, Hard Lucid, Hard Will. See if this is regular order. Yeah, normal Hilla, Chaos Slime, Chaos Darknell. Yeah, so Hard Hilla is a little bit lower here in Korea because they don't have healing fams. For us in difficulty, these two are definitely swapped. Like Hard Darknell is definitely harder than Hard Hilla, but they're the same points, so it doesn't matter all that much. Normal Seren, Easy Kalos, and then Easy Kaling. And then Hard Seren at the same points. Okay. Normal Kalos, Normal Kaling, Chaos, Watcher, Kalos, 3,000. That's a big jump. Hard Kaling, 3,500. Extreme Seren, 3,500. Extreme Watcher, Kalos, and Extreme Kaling. And for some reason, as always, because Black Mage is monthly, you just don't get anything from that. Because they don't know how to balance that properly. Special missions consist of missions for various content within MapleStory. They can only be completed once per world. Oh yeah, so if you already have a big legion, you just get you get a whole bunch immediately. That's just general progress. If you're already pretty far in the game, you're gonna immediately get a whole bunch of this. It's a lot of quests. What was this? 8,000? Defeat Extreme Kalos. Oh, defeat Extreme Culling for the first time. 9,000. Yeah, I wonder how much of these will be retroactive. Oh, there is a Black Mage at least one here, an Extreme Black Mage one, because that's just a one-time thing. Yeah. Get level 20 symbol. Get level 11 area symbol for Sacred. It's a lot. 20k monsters for 400 EXP in respect to other mission rewards seems could just be a skip eventually. Yeah, but if you're doing your dailies, you probably just get it passively. That was their idea. Clear Undersea Tower. Oh, Tower of Oz. Ooh. Clear floor 100 in Dojo. Easy peasy. Get a whole bunch of medals. Monster collection. Oh man, the people who've been monster collecting are going to be making out like bandits. What do I have, like 600 or something? 669? Nice. So we'll get this one. There's 800, 1,000, 1,200. They added a lot of monsters recently though. How many are they at? 1,278. You need to get almost all of them. Ridiculous. You've got 800? Damn, there you go. When the official server is updated, special missions already completed by characters within the world can be completed instantly. Nice. When world leaping, special missions already completed by the moved characters can be completed instantly in the target world. You can collect artifact EXP to grow your artifact level. As your artifact level increases, you will be given artifact AP, which is used to grow crystals. The limit for holding artifact points will be increased, and the number of usable crystals will be increased at certain levels. Artifact points are used to change artifact crystal stats, extend their duration, and reset AP. Extend their duration? Wait, nani? You can acquire various stats through artifact crystals. Depending on your artifact level, you can use a specific number of crystals. Level 1 or higher, 3. Level 10 or higher, 4. Level 20 or higher, 5, 36, 47, 58, and level 60 will give you 9 crystals. Oof, well, 60, that seems like that will be quite a bit of work. Each crystal can have 3 different types of stats from the following list. You can change the combination of stats to any combination of your choice through the stat conversion feature. Each stat can go up to level 10. All stats up to 150, max HP MP up to 7500. I still don't know why this isn't just percentage at this point. Attack magic attack up to 30. All stat is probably a final amount, and the attack probably not. Or actually, this might be multiplied as well then. If it's 1 to 5, probably. Damage up to 15%, boss damage up to 15%, defense ignore up to 20%, buff duration up to 20%. Ooh la, up to 20% extra buff duration. It's gonna be quite massive for buff duration classes. Cooldown skip chance up to 7.5%. Oh man, we're gonna be throwing out some nether shields. Meso acquisition rate up to 12% and item drop rate up to 12%. I don't know how, since it's going to work similar to Monster Life. Has anyone done Monster Life like recently? How does the meso acquisition and item drop rate stack in terms of stacking? Critical rate up to 20%, critical damage up to 4%. It's just, well, I mean, that's an extra kinesis link skill. We take that. Separate line, completely stacking with everything that already exists, additively. Is that how? So that's how it works now. Well, that'd be pretty nice then. It's getting like, basically getting like unique inner-ability line on top of what you already have, right? Like a weak unique line, or a strong epic line, I guess, in between. Additional experience acquisition up to 12%, and +1 mobs hit from all non-single target skills. So yeah, I don't know if you can max out all of that when you have all the crystals, maybe? But if you add all of this up together, that'd be quite a bit. But of course, it's gotta be more context reliant, not like the final damage on Reboot, where it just all things all apply to everyone, you know? Milulu, Jackie, and Nick EA, thank you for the follows. Status resistance up to 12, that's going to do very little, but you know, a little bit of stun reduction, always nice. Summon duration up to 20%, and final attack type skill damage up to 30%. So these are like the extra hits, like the 3rd and 4th job skills, I think. That just do a little bit extra damage. Will do more damage specifically. It's just a very small DPS increase, I think, right? I have 2% from Seraph, 2% item drop. Gotcha, okay. Swapping stats is free. Oh, we'll see the details. You can max 13.5 out of 16 if my math is mathing. $13.5 out of these 16 you can max. It'll basically be like a very, very elaborate event skill that but it's not an event, it's like a permanent passive skill that you're like mixing and matching for yourself, right? Yeah, people are definitely going to skip out on the status resistance. And depending on the class, the summon duration is probably not going to get much love either. Final attack type skill, I'm imagining, does the least for your total damage output. So these last 3 are probably just gonna take the half, and the top one are all gonna get max. Maybe HP MP for some people is gonna go out in favor of some other ones, right? But like this one, and then all of these are probably just like no-brainer max. And it's probably between these and these where the last points go. Because even buff duration, like extra duration on your terms and conditions is already massive. 7,500 HP, a lot for DA. It's not a lot, but it's something. It's like the quality of 1 extra flame on 1 item, essentially. And our flames are like our weakest thing that we have. Stonks is stonks, exactly. A single crystal cannot have multiple of the same type of stat. When using the stat conversion feature on a crystal, it consumes 500 artifact points. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it'll be free to switch them. It costs you 500 artifact points. Crystals can grow in rank by using artifact AP. They can go up to level 5. Stat level boost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and consumed artifact AP will be 0, 1, 2, 2, 3. Otherwise, the dash is 0, right? Oh, no, you can't even level up. You start at level 1. When using the AP reset feature, it goes to 500 points to reset the rank growth status of all artifacts. Oh, it'll rank. Okay. So this is almost more like you're building Hexa matrix node for your entire account. That's what it seems like, which the system is a little bit more similar to. Artifact effect is applied by adding up all the stat level boosts of all the crystals. However, each stat will only be applied up to level 10. Each crystal has its own stat duration applied. Crystals whose stat duration have expired will not be included in the artifact effect. The stat duration can be extended to 30 days from the date you extend it through the duration extend feature. We're gonna constantly have to upkeep that? No. Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be super annoying. It's like the fucking jet link skill all over again, but it doesn't seem like you can extend it to a year. This is gonna be like checking it daily or checking it weekly to make sure that you're not accidentally losing a whole bunch of value next week somewhere. Silent Crow, thank you very much for the 2 months. Thanks for priming over the chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. 7.5% cooldown skip chance, though. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty massive. Many classes are gonna start discovering the the glory that is cooldown skip. When extending the duration of 1 expired crystal, it will consume 1,000 artifact points. Crystals whose stat durations have not expired yet can also be extended. In this case, the artifact points consumed will be reduced in proportion to the length of the extended duration. However, when the crystal is acquired through leveling up your artifact, its stat duration will be set to 30 days from that point in time. Okay, leveling, I think, should be with 1 L, right? Because leveling with 2 L's, I think, has to do with, like, leveling the ground. I wonder if there actually are 2 different words for that in English. Someone can Google that. You can set the expiration... or down. I don't care. You can set up the expiration of all crystals to 30 days from the date you extend them all at once by using the bulk extend feature. Yeah, but then the bulk extend feature will just calculate how much it would cost you, and it won't all go over. This last part is not from the patch notes. If you're confused, I'll try to give a simple explanation for the system. Thank you, Max. Lay down for us. Complete the missions, get artifact EXP. Okay, we got that part. This includes the normal and boss missions, which we set weekly, and are very easy since you get to defeat monsters and bosses, and also special missions, which reward you for completing a variety of different... Yeah. You get artifact EXP, your artifact level will go up, unlocking more crystals. So the crystals are literally just like these duders. Oh. They're just these duders. These are the crystals. Right? You can unlock more crystals, but there seems to be a slide bar here as well, so you can have a bunch more of them. But the levels can go up to 10 per thing. And you can have up to 9 crystals. Oh no, it says you can have up to 9 crystals. Then why is there a slide bar here? You guys see that, right? I'm not high. Are there going to be more in the future? And then the artifact can have up to, what's it, 5 lines? 5 levels? Stat level boosts. Up to 5 levels? With the 3 lines, up to 5 levels each? So 15 times 9? Is that 135 that you were talking about? Yeah, so 13 and a half, yeah. So 3 stats, max up to level 5 each, up to 9 crystals. So up to 135 levels between 16 stats. Then, artifact level, unlocking more crystals. As your artifact level goes up, you also get AP. This is used to level up your crystals. Yeah, and this is kind of like the node slot points, basically. Each crystal can have 3 different stats, and it will increase those stats by a certain level, depending on what rank the crystal is. For example, a level 5 crystal will increase the 3 stats on it by 5 levels. Okay, that's straightforward. You think of each crystal as a trio core from the V matrix, and your stat level will be added up from all of your unlocked crystals. E.g. as shown above, my level 2, 1, and 1 crystal had the same stats, so I got a total of 4 levels of all stat, HP, MP, and attack, magic attack. Gotcha. Each crystal has a 30-day duration. You can pay artifact points from completing normal boss missions to extend them up to 30 days. You do not lose the crystal if you let the duration expire. You simply need to pay for the full 30-day duration again. Okay, so it's more like a Legion preset where it can get, well, not anymore with this update, where it can kind of get locked, and then you just have to re-enable it. You don't like lose it and have to remake it or something. Okay. Therefore, if you were to go directly to the end of the system, you would have a total of 9 crystals at level 5. You can max out a total of 12 stats. Oh, wait. 4 times pair of level 5 crystals for 3 different stats. And half boost 3 other stats. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so 13 and a half, but you'd have 3 halvesies and 12 fulls. 1 time level 5 crystal for 3. Yeah. You need a total of 9,000 artifact points per month to keep all 9 crystals active. If you look through the normal boss missions, you can see it's actually quite easy to get that much just by doing your weekly bosses. Okay. Yeah, thanks for doing the maths for us here, Max. 9,000. Sounds like a lot, but I think it's probably pretty doable. Just gonna take a bit to work up to that. So if you have 12 fully done, and 3 that only are half done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Maybe the critical damage up to 4% is actually going to be like on the lower end of the value. I think with how big my Legion is, probably the critical rate is the lower value here. But yeah, again, we have months and months to go through this thing. Let's see the details on what final attack type skill damage up to 30%, how much that really impacts. But yeah, most people are gonna not level this because only DA and Kana players, Kek. But yeah, so the all stat, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's gonna be like brain dead max for everyone, is these 12. And then it's gonna be like half level up between these other ones, most likely. Okay, then Monster Life is going to be gone. When the official server is updated, you can acquire Artifact EXP based on your existing Monster Life's farm level and experience through the admin. You can exchange 20 accumulated experience in Monster Life farms for 1 Artifact EXP. You can exchange experience in all worlds except for Burning and Reboot worlds. Yeah, because we don't have that. Exchange Artifact EXP is applied to each world and is not shared between worlds. Okay. Then, Reboot World passive effects final damage boost has been adjusted, meaning good. From level 1 to 99, instead of 30% final damage, it's going to be 15. Instead of 100 to 149, it's going to be instead of 40, it's going to be 20. Up to level 200, instead of 50, it's going to be 25. Instead of 60, it's going to be down to 35. Up to 250. The 65% between 250 and 300 is going to be taken down to 45. And at 300, I'm sorry, Niru, it's gonna stay 45. No bonus final damage for you. That was like the only thing he was getting really at 300. Like, in hand, guaranteed. Maybe a chair. Maybe something. Niru's rank? No. Believe. In his heart, he was getting the extra final damage just because of knowing, you know? Nah, I'm just kidding. No, but like, who's the highest reboot? Is it 290? Damn, kiss a homie. Kiss a homie for Christmas. Who's the highest? Is it 290? Do we have a 293 yet? Is it still Crane? Bro, didn't Crane like quit training for 3 months or something? And he's still so far ahead. 292 or 293 around there. Wait, which one is it? MapleStory.gg. ETAs. You can't just look at the rankings on MapleStory.gg, right? Like, you have to just look at ETAs. That's all that website does. Crane is level 292 with 20%. Is that 3 trill EXP a day? Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got over 10k Legion as well. Lol. And over 1 billion Legion power. Of course he does. Coins per day, 800. Time until capped, 19.5 hours. He has to pick up multiple times a day. What a life. But yeah, this is interesting. Of course, remember, this is you're losing 20 of the stat final damage, so it's 20% points final damage loss, right? It's not 20%. You're not losing like 20% of your current damage. Because basically, if you're in between 250 and 299, your current damage is 165 of your current damage, and that's gonna go down to 145 of your current damage. So it's like whatever the fucking numbers are. 145 divided by 165. So you're gonna do 87.87% of your current damage. So you're losing like 12.12% final damage, which is still around 1/8 of your damage, but that's already a lot less than 1/5, right? So be careful with how you look at those numbers. And the other thing is that, of course, a lot of this damage is going to be compensated by the new system, which it's going to be pretty character specific. How much all of this is going to add to your character, because some of it is conditional and some of it is more in utility, so it's really hard to compare one-to-one. It seems that overall, I don't know, if I had to make a rough estimate, we're probably still going to lose damage, but not by all that much. Damage, boss damage, IED, buff duration. I don't know, with the extra buff duration, some characters actually might be gaining damage off of this. I think extra cooldown skip, critical rate, critical damage. Critical rate and critical damage will allow a lot of characters to actually build different inner abilities, so we're gonna have to completely re-scape that. Extra IED is only up to 20%, so that's probably just gonna be a nice boost for people that's not really going to be shifting much in terms of where people need to get their stats from. But 20 crit rate can be a huge game changer. But a 3 to 4% final damage loss, disregarding how buff cooldown skip affects your class. Yeah, so if it's a 3 to 4% final damage loss, then I think someone who gets some benefit from cooldown skip chance and from buff duration will probably be in the plus from this, is how I would see it. Everyone will get some benefit from cooldown skip chance, but some classes barely any, and some quite a lot, probably. Buff duration, again, like, that benefits everyone at least a little bit, but from some classes it'll be a huge benefit, so... well, huge. It'll be much more of a benefit. Yeah, 3 to 4 final damage loss is basically... You basically won't notice that. Like, if you do a perfect BA, before and after, you'll see a difference. And if the whole party loses that damage and you're doing like a boss that you can barely do, it might get a bit trickier. But, you know, this is also around the time that our uptime of our terms and conditions is going from every 90 seconds to every 60 seconds, and our iframe cooldown is going down from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. So those things alone are going to increase most people's damage by so much that this is just going to slightly tweak it backwards again. 27.5% chance to cooldown skip, infinite binds, 0 income. Yeah. A reminder for Call of Dragons in chat, guys, for people who have some free time. Appreciate that. Yeah, so overall, this is probably going to be a net neutral, slight loss or slight gain, depending on your class. The main thing is just going to be that you're going to get more value and more things to click every day from progressing through the game. So for newer players, you won't really notice all of this. But for existing players, you might notice it, but then also you can build up a lot faster. The difference here is a lot bigger for earlier players. But again, like, there's just so much extra stuff being thrown at you early in the game that this is just one part of the thing that's going to be slowed down a bit. But there's a bunch of other sources of damage that are going in and they're coming in faster, like the arcane power and... yeah. It is like on top of the monster HP and EXP changes as well. A little bit of a double whammy on a reboot, but... you know, if we get extra fragments from the expedition, from the dungeon, I think most people will be okay. Most people will be okay with this. Like, as long as we can build out our 6-job faster, you know? Because that damage increase is going to far outpace whatever small final damage decrease here is going to happen. Yeah, still, I don't think I was expecting it to be this wide. But then again, I wasn't expecting this much stuff to come from this system. I thought it... I was thinking like the amount of stats, but like the amount per stat to only be like at most like half this much. And as a result, I was thinking the final damage cut would only be like about half either. Like it would be going down to like, you know, from 65 to like 55% or something. And it'd be like barely noticeable kind of thing. But I think all in all, yeah, anyone who's super panicking about this, probably overblowing it. Again, we're running 6 months out. We'll see how long it goes and how long it takes to build up. But I think the build up time is probably doable. And like Max said here, with 9,000 points, you can already like max out the whole thing. Or at least keep the crystals alive for the whole month. It should be pretty doable for someone who's playing actively in this game. You make XP points from item tasks as soon as possible to save up from 257 to 160. Oh, to 260. Easy level up, currently at 242. Oh, it's probably the sooner the better, because the EXP on the later maps is just way better than in the earlier ones, plus the familiars and everything. So I'll probably just get the levels the earlier the better. I want to see more angry Reddit posts though, they're entertaining. You're like the Michael Jackson in the Thriller movie theater with the popcorn going like... I'll trade 4 FD for the Mezzo and drop rate any day. Yeah, right? Because just getting your pitched a little bit faster, like, I think that's almost already worth it, yeah. It's 12% FD? Well, 12% FD if you have nothing in the crystal system, right? You add the entire crystal system to it. What Kobe said, like, it's going to be 3 to 4% without the instance stuff. So for most people, it's probably going to be around a wash. Maybe like a 1% FD loss, and then for some classes, I imagine for some classes, it's going to be slight final damage increase. And then you add the drop rate and the Mesoptane on top of that. I think overall, it's looking like a decent change. The one thing that I think is a downside is like the constant having to like upkeep and check, and that extra stuff is not what I'm favorite of. Then, cash items, our favorite segment in the Cash Shops event special tab. The monthly purchase limits have been changed. Soul Urda 5 per month per Maple ID to 10 per month per Maple ID, and a Terra Burning booster voucher instead of 2 per month, 3 per month. If you have already purchased these items before the update, you can only buy more up to the amount, of course. Then we have a Pink Bean EXP Haunted Ghost Egg. What is this? Artifact Booster can be purchased 2 times per month per Maple ID, lasts for 30 days. After purchase, 10,000 NX can only be used after completing the Maple Legion Mysterious Powers Artifact quest. Cannot use mileage, not available in Reboot World or Burning World. Of course not. Why do we get any cool stuff? While the Artifact Booster is applied, the Artifact EXP given by Legion Artifacts normal missions will be increased by 100%. After it is used, the benefits will end at the normal mission's 4th weekly reset. Okay. Well, like we saw before, that's not super necessary. It's more for the whales who want to just be done faster. If you have normal missions, yeah. If an artifact booster is already applied, the benefit duration will be extended by 4 weeks up to 52 weeks. Oh, so you can stack them. Nice. In the cash shop's pet skill tab, new items have been added. Luna Illusion. These items can be used to change or restore the appearance of your Luna Petite Dream Pets pet equipment. Pets and pet equipment. Gotcha. Okay. So you can take a bunch of the pets, make them look like something else. Okay, a bunch of non-reboot stuff. Wonky trying real hard to monetize. Well, I mean, the argument could also be made that if people just want a different pet, now they'll just have to completely remake a new one, right? If they want the other one. Whereas with this, it's probably a cheaper way to get the other one that you want. So in a way, you gotta wonder, like, is this gonna be like more money or less money? I don't know. Pet Anvil, kind of, yeah, basically. Then, improvements. Presets! Oh my god, look at that. Click, boom, bam. Switched. Click, boom, bam, switched. Oh my god. And damage skin is also in here. Authentic symbol. Wait, it says authentic. Oh yeah. Because odd, yeah. I remember. Equipment presets have been added. Equipment presets are a feature like a convenient. 3 presets are provided. Click the apply button for the selected preset. Apply accordingly. You can equip or unequip your desired items from the preset being applied. Items equipped in preset 1 will automatically be shared with the rest until other items are equipped in the remaining presets. You can double click the shared items to switch them from unequipped and equipped mode. If you have an item that is required in every combination, you can equip it in preset 1 and it will be shared between the rest. The metal display, so it's kind of like if key setups worked like they were supposed to work, kind of like if you go to a different keyboard preset and you don't have to redo the whole thing, but it'll just automatically take the ones you already have and you can go from there. Which I don't know why they don't do that for key presets, but they can do that for equips, but you know. The metal display and title display options that could previously be set in the equip window have been changed to be set in the option windows effects tab. Okay, it's probably a bit cleaner. Take them away here. I like how the level 4 on the roar is like so clearly legible though. When you switch to the other rings, like level 4. Everything else transparent. And then there's also ability presets. Oh, hallelujah, it's coming. The ability preset feature has been added to let you conveniently apply set abilities. 3 presets are provided when switching presets require a cost of 2 million mesos. Oh yeah, no cost for equip switching, nice. But 2 million, eh. Abilities are not shared between presets and each one will require resetting. Alright, so you're not starting with 3 legendaries. Big whoop. Unused A, inner ability protect, B, ability protect items will be removed during the December 21st maintenance, and you will be given reward points based on the number of items in January 24. Inner ability protect or ability protect items. I don't know if those don't exist, I think, for us, right? So using an Abzo shoulder with a berserked eye patch, book, and dreamy belt. Yeah, I believe it plays a non-reboot, so might be a shit show over there to get the gear that you want. Pretty sure if you look at Steve's equips, it always looks a little strange too. Like his secondary set here has the, what is it, the wolf pendant, which that's considered best in stuff for a long time for KMS and non-reboot. And then maybe a reboot as well. Ability presets, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then we have character presets have been added. So this is the big money ticket right here. Yeah, you can just call them bossing, grinding, drops. 5 presets. 5 character presets. You can use each preset by setting the desired equipment preset, hyperstep preset, ability preset, legion preset, and link skill preset. Wait. Equipment, hyper, inner ability, Legion. Link skill. Wait, where's my checklist? Are those the big ones? Equipment. Link skill. Legion. Oh, yeah, familiars. Oh, man, it'd be really cool if GMS could add familiar preset to that as well. And also unlock 5 familiar presets. No keybind preset? Oh, yeah, if you get like a mobbing or bossing keybind, that should also switch, yeah. You can open the character preset. Maybe they'll add that later, because this is still Tespia. You can open the character preset window by using the menu's character preset button, or by using the character preset hotkey. You can change the name of the character presets. You can apply a desired button. You can also change to a specific character preset by pressing the preset change hotkey and the number 1 through 5 keys together. Ah, so you can also have one button for a preset, yeah, and then basically use it as a second combo key. Who remembers what color this is, chat? We looked it up. The color for these keys is officially razzmatazz. Apparently, that's the name of the color. And then here we have the Legion, looking kinda nice. Looking kind of sexy. Okay, a little bit of blue and gold going on. I like it. I like it. Shinier. It reminds me of the Maple Hotel days. Do you guys remember that stuff? Magenta? No, not magenta. Magenta is more... Oh, God. Compared to this, magenta is more... yellow? More orange? That being said, for some reason this one looks lighter than this one. I can't tell if it's just because there are more letters in here, but it seems like it goes lighter the more you go to the right here. But that might be just like a visual thing. It's very much the same color as the HP bar though, like it's similar vibes. All 5 presets will be provided by default. The durations have been changed to be permanent. If your Legion preset usage duration remains on December 21st maintenance starts, you will be provided Legion coins based on the remaining duration. The Maple Legion coin shop will no longer sell the Legion preset coupon, and any items you already have will be refunded. Alright, I'm okay with this. Except give us a 6th preset, please. Because we need 6. Bosses. Oh, that looks real nice. Genesis. What is that? The boss entry UI has been added. After the update, you can now enter boss content through the dedicated boss entry UI. When you select the desired difficulty through the boss entry UI and enter, you will enter that difficulty of the boss. If you're currently doing a Genesis, liberated weapon mission, you can use, I thought it was like a special difficulty or some shit. You can use the entry, which I guess it kind of is. You can use the entry UI for the corresponding stage's boss to proceed with the mission. Oh, it has a weapon next to it. That's what it is. I thought it looked like a pacifier. Like, what is this? Certain story mode bosses' content can be entered through the boss entry UI. For weekly, monthly bosses that have practice mode, you can use practice mode through the boss entry UI. Nice. Looking good. And here are the new arts. Or the existing arts. What is he holding? He's smashing it on top of us. That's what he's doing for sure. Ooh. Arcarium trying to look like a relevant boss again. Okay. Pink Bean just being all cute. Oh, that's the new sickness art. Where that's coming from. That's just preparation for Chaos Sickness, chat. Oh, Papulatus. Looking a little bit intimidating there. Oh, the new Will art. Okay. Okay, Gloom so big can't fit on the screen. Gotcha. Darknell looking a little bit more cute. Ubu might delete later. Note, here's all the fancy new art. Yes, and then here are the skills and the buffs and everything that you own that you can use to go into the practice mode. And then it has a big purple P on it, and it looks like it'll be permanent and not have an expiration on it. To apply buff effects in practice mode without consuming real buff effects, you can select the buff effects by using. You can use without restrictions. Oh, okay. Select the buff effects will be applied when you enter practice mode. All applied buff effects will be cancelled when you exit. Yeah, that's how it. Yeah, that's how it should be. So you don't have to like waste your link skills for practice mode and then it cutting into the cooldown of doing all your other stuff. Yeah, permanent door. Well, the door buff now is already permanent. It doesn't have a timer on it. You lose it when you die, but there's no time on how long you have until you can lose it. The daily entry limit for Balrog and all weekly, monthly bosses has been removed. The required prerequisite quests conditions to enter Lucid and Lotus and Damien has been removed. We already saw that. Name Maple Auction. Purchase items by double clicking them. Use the purchase preview search price wishlist feature through a right click menu. Okay. Bulk purchases. That's nice. And Maple Auction's default purchase slots have been increased from 10 to 100. Okay. The PC room slot bonus will remain the same. In a PC room, you can use up to a total of 120 purchase slots. Alright, and here you can see how many nodes you can open at once. Does it have a max? You could open up... Is it finally up to 500? Wow, and you just get the whole screen. And you could just, like, tag through the... Hello? I'm pressing the X? Okay. We're just not doing that? Okay. Why are we locked in here? Why can I not click the... There's the X behind the Call of Dragons symbol, but it won't let me... Okay. If you have 2 or more nodes, you can use them all at once. Core nodes that have any expiry date? Expiry date? It's just expiration date? I guess the same. Or untradeable will be used first. Good. You cannot use more than the remaining number of vCore storage slots. Okay, so that's still limited. And then you have bulk using of symbols as well. Nice. Enhance all equipped matrix nodes. Locked cores and condensed experience will not be used as material. Material will be used starting from the lowest level core. When enhancing, it will be enhanced up to a level where no experience loss occurs. Seems clean. Weekly no zones from Arcane River have expiration date. Yes, that's correct. And some other ones. The ones that we buy in the Guild Castle daily as well, for example. Then some skill changes. Oh my god, we have bosses in 5 minutes. Earth Shower and Earth Fountain skill damage will be increased based on the following skills' final damage boosts. Nightlord Shadow Partner. Shadow Shadows for Dual Blades, Mirror Image, Cannoneer, Shooter's Buckshot, Soul Master, Saloon of Time, Nightwalker, Shadow Servant, Strikers, Electrify, Demon Slayers, Blue Blood, and Xenon's Virtual Projection. Okay. Kali, Summon Chakri, and Void Events skills can now be used in the air. Oh. Okay. That's actually kind of neat for Void Enhance. And a Summon Chakri. So much the Saloon of Time is the new 6-job passive? Well, it's like an existing... It's a mastery core, right? It's not a... it's not an origin skill. But it's kind of like, yeah, the enhanced passive of the... of Mastery 2, right? Oh, Flame says it's not new. I don't know the KMS names. Yeah, it's above 2 passive. Yeah, okay, we're talking about the same thing. Quest, the daily quest, the Sphera Research Order quest will now include Celis, where stars rest monsters. Okay. Blockbuster Blackhaven's convenience has been improved. Fewer stages. Dialogue changed. Kinesis exclusive scripts have been added to Act 2. Okay. Proves that the death penalty is no longer applied if you die in a hunting stage. You can now bulk accept Arcane River and Grandis daily quests through the daily weekly quest icon. It's like, here are all the dailies. Do you want to start all of them? Yes. No more talking to 18 NPCs to start all your daily quests. Thank you. Was that Celis dailies? No, they're adding Celis monsters into the Sphera Research Order quest. Into the dailies, yeah. Why not morass? Well, I guess the bigger question I think is why, because I think right now Reverse City monsters don't count in the Vanishing Journey one, and Yum Yum Island ones also don't count in the Choo Choo one, right? Which I think that probably be cool if that was added. This is nice. They do count? Oh. I just always think that it says specifically in the quest, it says specifically Vanishing Journey monsters. They do? Oh, okay. Maybe the wording should be different then. Celis is the only one? Okay, so then it matters. Yeah, it would make sense then for them to include them as well. Yeah, I just never did I never tried to do the Reverse City or the Choo Choo monsters once because I didn't see it specifically mentioned. Maybe I read over it every single time, or maybe they say it one time in the beginning and they auto-skip that. That's possible. Items. The Chaos Zakum Helmet's unique item property has been removed. Thank God. Actions have been added to certain Soul Shooter weapons. Alright. UI. This guy is now in the auto queue to make it easier for people to find each other from Monster Park. You could say combat power over 9,000. Lower level characters will now have an easier time, an even harder time finding parties. It says when you unlock Reverse City and Yum Yum. Gotcha. When recruiting a party through the boss UI, you can now set combat power as application condition. For people who don't know, combat power is a newer stat that exists now in Korea that people use as a kind of like a placeholder for how strong you are and how strong your character is, basically. When recruiting a party through the boss UI, you can now set a combat power as... Yeah, we just read that. Boss UI's party recruitment tab has been improved so that you can check the combat power and the character info UI. They have been added to the view character details pop-up. So now what you do is you do an equipment preset of that looks kind of bad, that barely makes the requirements of the party, and then you switch to a different equip preset once you get into the party to have way more power, and then you put everyone on red and you take the crystal for yourself. Pro strat. Good luck. When right-clicking nicknames in a chat window, a button has been added to check the character info UI. Oh, so now if you smega anything, people are right-clicking you and checking all your gear, just so you know. Oof. Boss UI's party recruitment tab has been improved so that you can check... Oh, so that you can invite multiple people at the same time to your party? No. You can check the character info UI of recommended party members. Okay. A button added to check the character info of your party invite join pop-up. In the combat power related guide, a note has been added that certain event skill stats boosts are reflected in combat power. When you're below level 200, you can now move to a Maple Guide area starting from when you are 10 levels below the recommended starting level. Nice, okay. So, considering, especially in Reboot, the differences in the level difference penalty, the reduction in that, this is a good change so that you don't have to wait until you're exactly at the level before you can start moving there. Hunting grounds. A few maps changed a little bit. Oh wow, they made these quite a lot smaller. This one is still roughly the same. But yeah, in general, just stuff is just more compact in terms of where all the spawn is. Is that all the spawn locations on these maps? Okay. Interesting. 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 Jeebus. What is this map? Wowzers. Oh yeah, everyone's favorite maps. The Vanishing Journey maps. Okay, all of the Apple maps are going to be much cleaner. Oh, this is really the same. This is a bit different, isn't it? Wow, no shit, dude. They're all different. Yeah, I know, but okay, this one looks very much the same. This one too. Might be just changing the spawn locations or the amount or stuff like that. Wait, where's the split map? No, it's not here. Spider maps, spider maps, spider maps. So many maps. 47 maps changed. The following recommended hunting grounds have been added in the Maple Guide: Fungos Forest 6. Overflows of runes has been improved, and certain previously less useful runes have been removed. Rune of Lightning, the number of lightning bolts, has been changed from 1 to 3. Oh, nice. Rune of Raise, the effect has been changed to fire 5 lasers to attack enemies based on the character's location. Rune of Transcendence, the cooldown reduction effect for skills affected by cooldown reset has been changed from 5 seconds to 2 seconds. Wait. So this is nerfed. No, wait, huh? It's not a cooldown reduction effect. It's a cooldown... Yeah. I get what you mean. But the cooldown is reduced to 5 seconds, not by 5 seconds. So it's reduced to 2 seconds, not by 2 seconds. So it's a buff, but it looks kind of like it could be an nerf here. Rune Purification, time set. The time required to charge the prism has been removed. It has been changed to attack nearby enemies periodically. Oh, so no more charging on that. Okay. Restriction, poison, fog duration, and damage have been increased and have been changed to attack enemies faster periodically. Okay, nice, nice. And then Root of Giants. Previously Rune of Earthquake. No, no, it wasn't. It was changed to create a giant's elixir for a certain period of time. You can press the harvest key to use the giant's elixir to make your character a giant, but you don't have to. And giant's elixir will disappear after a certain amount of time. Nice, nice and descript. A certain amount of time. I love that. Not to knock on Max. That's just the information that he gets now. Following runes will no longer appear: Rune of Regeneration and Rune of Treasures, or the Rune of Riches and the Rune of Healing for us. I don't know what the exact names are. Emoticons! You can use emoticons in Bottle Bass maps and certain event maps. And look at all these cute emoticons. Beautiful. Recovery. Yes, that's what it was called. Recovery. Some skill fixes. Fix wherever the restraint rings, ring restraint area disappeared, the skill effect appeared awkwardly to other characters. Okay. Fixes are usually very small things. If your class is in here and there's something that's been bothering you. Oh, some extra cast action changes for Angelic Buster. Yeah. Quest changes, nobody cares. Item changes, nobody really... Oh, certain at least some item quest items have been changed so that they can be dropped. Yo, my Cartelian's DO2 receiver. I can finally get rid of that thing. Woo! Inventory space, here we come. Map changes, UI changes. I like the new Legion UI with the gold and the darker background. Looks really cool. Screenshots. Fix an issue where the window title was displayed in screenshots. Fix an issue where screenshots were not taken properly when using full screen mode. Fix an issue where taking a screenshot while using external chat would only capture the external chat or only a certain part of this game screen. And resolution. Fix an issue where a screen would freeze in situations where the resolution changed, including going into cache up. Related to this, fix an issue where the screen would freeze when entering the game after creating a character for certain jobs. Okay. Wow. So yeah, this is only like... This is like a lot. And this is not really showing at all the Lucid Dream Festa. Like, not really. And it's not showing the skills. But I'll clip that from the other stream. Make sure to upload that separately as well. So yeah, let me know what you're excited about. What are you not so excited about? I guess if you're playing in NA and in Reboot, you're probably not so excited about losing that final damage instantly and having to work for that harder now. But again, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that much of a nerf or a nerf at all, depending on how far you're going to be building it up and how quickly you're going to be building it up. And again, this is also just test beta, so it might still change in a week or two. And it's, well, in a week. And it's also in Korea, so it's more than 6 months away for us, so it's not like an imminent threat, imminent danger. But if you want to make sure that you can take good care of that final damage loss and immediately cover that with the Legion artifact system, then you can already pre-check some of these missions here and see which ones you can get done before then, so that when we get the system, you can immediately auto-accept a whole bunch of them and immediately start leveling up, right? A whole bunch of stuff, so you don't lose too much time of getting that stuff done. Some of the stuff is just time-gated, so you just have to wait, but some of that stuff you can go out of your way to specifically do if you want to immediately get all of that bonus EXP so you can start building out the system if you want to make sure you don't lose too much. Again, don't spend 6 months just harping on that, but the sooner you start with things like Monster Collection, the quicker you can get to the point where you'd only need to do a little bit per week to make progress on that. So yeah, let me know how you feel about all this stuff coming out. I'm personally, Interability and equipment and character presets, for me that's already a successful update. Add a Soul Yana skill which costs an arm and a leg to upgrade, but which will give you pretty much like full map clear and an extra 50% EXP when mobbing. Like, please, yes, let's go. Comcore is also part of the Mastery Core's video. It's not, but it won't be in there. I watched it at another moment. I will have to find it in the VOD. I don't know when I watched it. All right, that is the full Tespia for this update. So next week we'll get some more info. And where was the December? Oh, here. 6-Job Common Core Legion Artifact official server. Yeah, that's on the 21st. So a few days after that, 22nd or maybe 23rd, depending on when Max gets it out. We'll go over what actually hits the live server. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching the video.